Take off my handcuffs.
That's what we're doing right now. That's what they're trying to
No,
do.
take them off.
That's what we're doing right now.
No, they're still on.
See that?
I'm not gonna be back there.
Okay, just hold on.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Holy
That day when I had to go to jail, you know, they threw me in the jail. They threw me in the jail cell.
Well, were you failing to comply with their verbal instructions?
No, I was afraid. I didn't want to be put into the small cell jail. And I pleaded with them, you know, to not, you know, to not lock me in the jail cell.
Well, the time to make that choice is before you come into conflict with authorities. The time to decide you don't want to be in the cell is when you have a choice of whether to come into conflict with authorities earlier.
Okay.
Nobody wants to go into a jail cell. I mean, I've never met anybody that said, sure, put me in.
But I was very fearful. I didn't want to go into the small jail cell. And there was 5 deputies, and I pleaded with them to please don't shut me in the cell.
But isn't it true that they were responding to your request to be kept apart and alone and not put in a general population with a bunch of other prisoners?
Well, what does that mean?
Well, you had requested to not be put in the drunk tank. They were accommodating your request.
Okay.
And you see my point?
I'm not sure if I do see your point.
I mean, who is that guy?
He's a public information officer, I'm sure, for the Alameda Police Department. I don't believe he was there that day. He's just reviewed the videos, as have I. And I felt like we should have both sides of this.
And we would love nothing more, JoLynn, than for you to get the help that you need, and we would support you 100% in getting healthy again. And that's another reason why we're here, is to make sure that you get the help that you need and deserve so that you can move on with your life and take care of your family.
I've reviewed the tapes, and it's clear to me that nobody likes to go to jail. Of course,
Sure.
Nobody likes to go to jail. And I can assure you, these people don't like putting her in jail. It absorbs valuable resources. There were 5 deputies there, and in my opinion, having been trained as a forensic psychologist and worked in the court system and with law enforcement for over 45 years, those deputies were there for her safety. So to contain her, just as you've seen here, I've had 5 people come racing out here to contain her so she doesn't fall off that edge right there, and she doesn't wander off into the wrong zone here.
Right.
There were deputies there for her safety, both to record the situation,
5.
to meet her needs. They were fixing her hair.
They took photos.
She's saying, get these cuffs off of me. Yes, ma'am, we're getting them off. No, you're not. Well, yes, we are. It's difficult to get them off. It's very close down here. They're being very, very nice and very, I've never seen police officers so they're fixing her hair, for God's sakes. She's treating them like her personal assistants, and they're being as patient and compassionate as I think they can possibly be. But there does come a time where it's time to stop talking and start complying with what the authorities are telling you. And when she starts to buck and resist that, she hits her head. Hey, I hope you liked that video, and if you did, then click subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications, because you don't want to miss what I have coming up.